David Jose waiting to speak with this legislator here. The legislator, if you can see her, is in red there.
Objection that either of the parents of such child. So what's been happening is that ASPA, and so the original legislative intent was to give help to any mother or father or child who needed help. It was not to be used for public officials to come in and snatch kids, because Title 40 is all corporate franchise. So CPS in Arizona is private. So when Kevin Thompson went to talk about what was going on in the court, he showed his constitutional, they came around and the Declaration of Rights in Arizona says that every case must be open and without delay. So if anybody is a national of Arizona, you can't run over their rights by bypassing and using a federal program that makes money in the parties. So if you look at Title 42, 674, payment to states, it tells that the attorneys on both sides, the guardian ad litem, the neglect and abuse court, the whole court is not an Article 3 court. It's a corporate franchise where they're all getting paid money from the Social Security. I'll get to you. But I placed it in remonstrance with the whole legislature, and the bar members that are controlling the clerk's office are not allowing it to go through, so you guys can see. So in the remonstrance, I showed where CPS actually put fraudulent documents in the case, hid information, where they lied on mothers and fathers in order to take kids. Okay, cool. Well, if it's okay, I'll make an appointment with your office if it's okay. But it's super important because the legislative intent says that they never have permission to take anybody's kid over the infraction of the laws. So it's happening like crazy here in Arizona. 90 to 95% of the cases aren't even prosecuted. Thank you, man. Thank you for hearing. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm telling you what, David Jose, you are a very blessed human being.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
And I'm going to keep telling you that. I think you're an amazing human being. Wow. So beautifully said. So beautifully said.
She was helping them who are actually trafficking the kids. You see how fast she's like, let's shut somebody up. Yeah. Because nobody ever showed that law. So this is the original intent of the
telling them they don't know until they tell them. So thank you for that.
So the Congress, the Congress is the Congress, the Congress never had any right to go against the mothers and fathers. If he could go liability, the Congress said that no federal employee or agent has the right to take charge of a kid without the mother and father saying, here, take it.
That's right.
So there's never, and ASPA is actually made from this. There is no law that gives the right to these people to take the kids when they're making money on the cases.
Just got interrupted by a bunch of bikes.
Hey, this is great.
They're sharing it all across the nation right now. So mothers and fathers at the point now where they know they are totally in the right. They're like, look, we don't give a free, give us some kids. Stop playing. No, here goes no discussions, no more of this garbage. give us her kids, right? So that's the thing though, that you see, she's one of the ones who's been writing legislation. She works for them. She gave them more money. 1.25 million for vaccines. See, so the thing is that they know that they're working and colluding with federal programs to make money. So as soon as I let her see, she's like, she's like, oh, this is not she put her head on it. This is talking about this lady. And then talking about it later, she saw the camera, you know, they had the camera, she's like, she looked at it like, oh, shucks. Then she looked over there, she's like, another camera, she's like, game over.
So if you can't be transparent and you're in government with the people,
We can remove it.
then you need to leave.
Yeah.
Because you're in it for the wrong reasons.
The Declarations of Rights say that we all have, they are amendable to us at all times, or we can remove them by right at all times. So every single, the people know the truth. The people stand up. Everyone acts them. You're just going to remove it. That's it. You don't like your job? You don't want to do what he says?
Yeah.
You are a trustee. You're not going to work as a trustee? Okay, bye. All right, next. You know? I'm going to go see if I can talk to Mr. Bigtree.
That right?
Yeah.
There you go.
So let me take video of this one.
Are you another one? Who are we talking to here? So everybody
Dale
knows.
Bigtree, he's a powerhouse.
Dale Bigtree.
David, you
You know, they're one of the biggest monsters on Facebook when it comes to standing up for your people. So Advocacy, I have to share.
all right. Okay.
So you just start legislating when the legislature makes a law that the state must state that they amend the law, it has to follow the legislative intent. So all these people here who are dealing with vaccine injuries or health,
Oh, I see. I have that.
don't want to do this, their bodies and their children's bodies, they don't want to be forced to do vaccines. The government will use that against them and try to take away the state and say that I'm health and welfare, Social Security laws, they can send CPS and take everything, right? So I'm going to show you just only a couple of points on the Social Security Act. I just put the first page, you can see what it is. Second page is showing that the Title IV grants to the states, which they use to take people's kids. So you know that it's in the same document. And then I'm going to show you the legislative intent. So you know, for all your viewers, I'm going to give this to you. Clearly here, this tells the general provisions and the definitions for the whole act. It says, nothing in this act shall be construed as authorizing any federal official, agent, CPS, or agents of the federal corporation, agent or representative in carrying out any of the provisions of this act to take charge of any child or with the objection of either of the parents of such child. It was never, ever, ever intended by the legislature for them to be going around taking people's kids for doing what they have a right to do.
Yeah.
The way they get around it is, you see where here it says the term state, except for used in 531, includes Alaska, Hawaii, and the District of Columbia. The District of Columbia, by law, is the United States. So what they do is they tell you, say you're a United States citizen. When you say you're a United States citizen of the District of Columbia, they say that you don't have the right to have your kids in any other state because you're in interstate commerce. So what they're doing is using District of Columbia code to take your kids in Arizona, Michigan, and other states when they don't have the right to. This is the base of all the power that they got from the federal government. And it was only to say, if she dies and her kids are left, they can provide provisions for them, and they can make sure they're okay. But none of that said that you could just remove her for any reason and take her kids so you can make money, because CPS gets $4,000 to $7,000 for every kid they take, and as a unit they get $80,000 to $140,000 a year for every kid they take, because what they're doing is coming together as an association of judges, attorneys, lawyers, doctors, working together, and they split up part of that money. If you look up Title 25 in Arizona, you'll find they take 50% of that money and donate it to the general fund. So they're trafficking the kids to take the money, but the law said you don't have any power to take anybody's kids without their permission. So now, all of us who thought that, hey, we need to beg the legislature not to take our kids, they never had any right to take them in the first place. They've been working off of a fraud, and they are deceiving the mothers and fathers. So I wanted to give that to you. I want to tell you I appreciate what you're doing. It's a blessing to have you, and you're fighting hard, and I know that you're putting your life on the line because this is some big work, and a lot of people ain't making it out because they're telling the truth. So I appreciate everything you do. I'll watch you faithfully and continue to bless the people. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So that was the amazing warrior of truth, Dave Jose, here down at the Medical March for Freedom here in Phoenix at the state capitol. I'm down here with a lot of friends, just trying to represent the children who have no voices and who have been stripped away from their loving families and undergoing medical treatments against their will. This is a situation, guys, that is near and dear to my heart, and it just needs to stop. The system is not working. So that was again Del Bigtree, along with my fellow friend David Jose, and you're just speaking about what's really happening here in Arizona, and the fact that children are being removed and taken from their loving families. So anyway, more to follow. Stay tuned.
David meeting with Del Bigtree, a couple of legislators here at the Arizona State Capitol.
Where it actually tells the legislative intent and what the law was for. And so anybody who's taking kids, in the back page of that, it tells you they never had the right to do it. So all of us here who are worried because you don't want to vaccinate your kids, you realize there's poison, you realize mercury is bad in a light bulb, and if mercury explodes in your hand, you better go to the hospital, right? But when it's inside of a vaccine, they say it's healthy now. But when they threaten to take your kids, they're using that. They're using social services and Title 42, which came from the Social Security Act. And so when they try to take your kids, the legislative intent was that you were never, ever, ever allowed to take a kid from somebody unless the parent gave them to you or somebody died. So if there's no consent, if somebody says, no, I don't want you to take my kids, game over, stop. But what they're doing is they're deceiving the people to say that they are of a status that they're not. And so I'll give you guys an example how dirty this is. So if I asked you guys legally, where is the United States? What would you say? Are we in the United States?
I know now because I've heard it.
Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Where's the United States?
We're in it.
We're here, right? What if I told you that we are not in the United States? Sound crazy, right? So what's happened is that we've been tricked in schools to believe that we are in the United States, but the United States is defined as in the District of Columbia. So if it's in the District of Columbia, then we're in the United States of America. That's the United States over there. So when you say you're a United States citizen, they're saying, hey, what you doing in Arizona as a United States citizen? You ain't even supposed to be here. You're foreign to us. So now you can't use our rights from Arizona. That says that you can't be taken into a court that's not a court of record.
There was a recent article recently that somebody didn't want to vaccinate their kid. They brought them home, and then the cops came in and seized them for that.
That was in Chandler. They're using Title 42, USC 674, and you're going to find that the judges, the attorneys, the guardian ad litem, the attorneys on both sides, the CASA workers are all being paid by Title 4 funding. Title 4 and the original intent of the legislature said you can't take anybody's kids unless they let you. Or if somebody goes to prison. How's it going? If both you guys are married and both go to prison, or you kill her and you're the only one left, there's no grandparents, then there's nowhere for the kids to go, then that judicial court can say, hey, they got family, they got kids, and there's nobody left to protect them, so we're going to pull them into the state judicially. We're going to make a judicial determination. There you go. And we're going to give provisions for the kids and make sure they have food to eat, clothes to wear, and everything they need. It's a provision. It's not a law. So it's a plan, a program, and a provision. It's not a law at all. So these people who are going around taking kids, CPS gets $4,000 to $7,000 for every kid they take. And then throughout the year, they give $80,000 to $140,000 per child. So the guardian ad litem, the judges are splitting up federal money once you go beyond a year. So you'll hear them in court. They'll say, when can we sign up for ASPA funds? Can we go ahead and move to get ASPA findings? ASPA findings are the findings that say we can make some money off of this case that we took these kids for. But you'll find that 90 to 95% of the cases in Arizona are not prosecuted. So they're saying parents did wrong, right? If a parent beat their kid and hurt them, that's what you call assault and battery. There's real courts for that, and you go to jail for that. But neglect and abuse courts are arbitrary courts that just say, well, we feel like there's some concern, so we're going to take your kid and sell them. Where did you get the right to do that under the law? The Constitution doesn't give you the right, and there's a provision in there that's a constitutional provision saying you don't have the right to take anybody's kid as a federal agent or a federal government officer or an agent. CPS, they're in the contract with the secretary. You're going to see that on the third page. The secretary is the Secretary of Treasury in the executive branch of the federal corporation. So if you look up Title 28 USC 300215A, you'll see that it says the United States is a federal corporation. So you take a private federal corporation and let CPS and every state partner with it in private entities, and they become just a private business. And now they're going around telling you better give me your kid with the police, and they're not even acting as government.
David, do you know Irene? Do you know Irene?
I don't know her. I don't know her. I've heard of her. I don't know her personally.
We'll take a break from Mr.
Like
David
we were
Jose.
talking about everyone working
everybody.
together. And I see that you're talking about.
Robert F. Kennedy over here in the blue shirt, walking around. Robert F. Kennedy is speaking at the event today. It's actually Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Gotta get the juniors right.
Yeah, but I've seen your Facebook Live.
Did it make sense?
Yes.
These ones?
That Facebook Live right there.
Can you
made
reach out
sense.
to Irene?
Yes.
Here, let me give you this.
Can you reach out to Irene?
Hey, thanks so much.
Thank you so much,
Appreciate your
sir.
time. Yeah, thanks so much for sharing.
Robert Kennedy Jr.
Well, just on Facebook.
Blue
That's
shirt.
him?
Blue shirt. Good.
Irene needs to get with. Yes, or he needs to get with Irene. You want to show you? Well, yeah, and Tina could put them together. Yes, too. That too. Somehow
this
get them
case.
together.
Are you familiar with this? It's from 1936.
What is it?
A friend of mine went to court with a friend of his, and judge said the state owns their children and cited this case. You cannot get it online. You actually have to go to.
Oh, the state owns the children. Is that they say?
And this is the case he cited, actually, where it says that they do.
When he
Well,
yelled down at his father.
It's saying based on United States being United States citizens, right? Because 1938 would be around the time when they turned over the law. and started using
1933.
separate, using separate, infusing separate, the different powers. So you're supposed to have separation of powers. So all the cases they're doing now are administrative cases. They're no longer judicial. So when they go to the appeals court are not acting as Article 3 courts. They're just looking at the agency and judging if the agency did everything by their procedures. But if you look at the 1946 Administrative Procedures Act, where Roosevelt told that the agencies weren't acting like courts, that's what he found in his findings. What happened is that the agencies in the executive branch many engaged in private business. Yeah, if you got it, you use WhatsApp?
I do.
Send it to me on your WhatsApp. If you give me your WhatsApp number, if you friend me on Facebook, give me your phone number. I'll attach to your
So
Facebook.
can I just have you put your info in my WhatsApp?
I don't know my WhatsApp number.
Oh, you don't? Okay. So, I
So
gotta
if you
find
go
on
to
Facebook.
David Jose on Facebook.
Okay. So
Yes.
I can find it.
I'm going to talk to Irene.
The appeals court actually cited this case.
We need it then.
Yes.
Because the thing is, what you're going to find is, what they're doing is they're citing cases that are using a different law.
Yes.
So administrative law is really
They're
private law.
they're doing this, and
They're
no one's
flipping it.
catching them,
So-
and no holding them accountable.
I'm gonna prove to you how they're doing it. I'm gonna ask you: are you a United States citizen? Then they'll get you with that. Yeah, because where were you born? You're an Oregon State national. You're not a United States citizen. United States citizen is from the District of Columbia, and so when you look at this, see right here, infants of a state as parents patriae has jurisdiction.
I need to tie my shoe.
Which of the two parents entitled to custody of a child in the best interest of the child? No, they're using DC code against nationals of the state. So what they're doing is because you're in another state, you're actually involved in interstate commerce and therefore have no right to the Declaration of Rights of Arizona. The Declaration of Rights of Arizona says that your children are liberty neighbors and they can't take any liberty, life, or property or any right without due process of law. So they're using something that's outside the law because they're not looking at you as a national of Arizona. They're looking at you as a District of Columbia person who's outside your country, in another country, as a resident. That's how they're doing it. David Jose, D-A-V-I-D, space, J-O-S-E. What did that guy go? Is that him right there?
Oh, wait, who?
Bobby Kennedy?
Yes.
Now, is he the son of Kennedy? The guy, big black guy with the... Yes. Send it to me now. We can talk. I'll send me your number, and then... Send me your number, and then we'll talk through WhatsApp right after. Hit me up right away. We'll get on it. As a matter, once I get Sarah. Oh, I'm sorry. Once I get done talking to him, we can jump back on. All right.
The narrative, as mentioned in an article by the Public Library of Science, is
think you got it in line.
Excuse me. Excuse me. That's my line?
Yeah, that's the line.
It's something I wanted to show you that's super important, and it's just the Social Security Act from 1935. The CPS is taking a lot of our kids, but if you look on the provisions, the definition, it lets me know that nothing in this act shall be construed as authorizing any federal official, agent, or representative carrying out the terms of this act to take any child over the objection of either parent. So they're put the kids around an age, but they never had any right to do it. They're doing it to all the people who are dealing with vaccines and such. They're just taking it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
All right, so I guess we might be good. How is it?
I am humble, I am holy. Creative culture shift unfolding. I believe that we will receive that through song, beloved sound, and art we are holding. And I know sometimes it's hard, but baby, don't stop moving towards that fire. I know we ain't got too long, but we are mighty warriors. Stepped up in song and I said, good morning, Tuesday. Thanks for your song. I like when I roll out of bed and it carries me along, and I wanna ask you for your lyrical touch to my newfound melody. I said, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I said, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I said, thank you very much. Bridge, and I can hear them train track. Love the sound, go clickety-clack. We don't need no hotel. Take me where the game stops. And I wanna honor all the lessons of my father. Here we go. And I wanna honor all the lessons of my father. For my life and longer. Together we are stronger. And to be settled, let your life carve out your rumble. And love, let me tell you, we are out to get 'em. Nobody knows what hit 'em. My love is made to lift 'em. And I said thank you. I said thank you. I said thank you. Thank you very much. I said thank you. I said thank you. I said thank you. Thank you very much. Come over.